retro rock plays everything.
POW! Wait, no. MPOW! Yeah, there we go. MPOW M30 True Wireless Earbuds. I had such a great time with the headphones I got last time from them, which were wireless and, by the way, awesome. MPOW sent me another pair of earbuds to try out. Now, I'm going to tell you that historically I've not had good luck with earbuds because the batteries just don't last that long. Now, my understanding is that the battery life of this is, well, it says up to 5 hours or 20 hours, so that's a pretty wide range. I guess it depends how loud you have it. But anyway, the headphones I got from them last time actually lasted like forever. I mean, really, I'm still using them right now. Like, I will probably use them tonight. So we're going to see how these work out. I suppose we'll start with what you've already seen, which is the front of the box. Meow! No, MPOW. Dream, explore, and inspire. MPOW M30 True Wireless Earbuds, as opposed to those fake ones out there. Bass audio. Left and right plus mono. Oh boy. I can barely read this. Waterproof. Yeah, that's what it is. And then up to 5 to 20 hours. There's a model number for you guys who like that kind of thing. The left side of the box is dark. The right side would be too if it didn't have this UPC code. Here is the top of the box. Says stuff that it's already said before. And here's the bottom of the box. I really wish I would have noticed this earlier because I would have read it from here instead of the front of the box where it's really small and nearly unreadable. What kind of amazement can we expect from the back of the box? Well, Bluetooth standard version 5. Operating range is plus 35, greater than 33 feet. That is quite a bit of range. Music and talk time up to 5 hours or 20 hours. Up to 5 hours plus 20 hours? Maybe it means it's 25 hours. I don't know. Anyway, charging time, 2 hours. Of course, takes 5 volt and wireless profile right there, which is all pretty standard to be fair. Features twin and mono mode, waterproof, touch control, and bass plus. Heck yeah. All right, let's open this thing up.
Thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, or I will go Skynet on your butt.
Cannot take it anymore. Come on. I got my kid a pair of these, not this brand though, a different brand for Christmas. It was right around the same price as these and he loves them, so hopefully I'll like these because my wife keeps wanting to steal my other pair of MPOWs. Alright. Here we have a case / charger, I believe. There's where they dock to charge. That's an intelligent design decision right there. Is that just a blue dot? Yeah, alright. Next. All these things are tiny. And there's another one. I'll take some other angle shots of it to show you what they look like. There we go. What else is in the box? All those little things you wrap around your ear to make it fit in your ear. And then you got some more of the lovely thing. What do they call these? A muff? What are these things called? Ear plugs? I don't know. But anyway, they go inside your ear. See, I am not an audiophile. Next, of course, we have the USB charging cable. And then we've got another one of these little Amazon gift cards. You've been chosen as a lucky customer to get Amazon gift card. I'll have to check that out. Because I got one last time and didn't use it. I should be using that, huh? Finally, of course, we have the MPOW True Wireless Earbuds. Look at that. Alright folks, that manual is super boring, so I thought I would just put these in here and tell you how it works by just using them. So basically, the way that you start and stop music is you just tap once on the flat surface on here. If you can't see it, there it is right there. So I just tap once to stop playing music, and then I tap it again to play again. If I want to fast forward to the next song, it's not really fast forward, it's just skip to the next song. I tap twice on the right earbud. That's the right earbud according to, me or you. And then if I want to go back a song, I double tap on the left one. Then if I want to increase volume, I press and hold. And if I want to decrease, I press and hold on the left side. Pretty nice. All right, I'm gonna charge these up and test them out. Left bud goes in here, and there's a little metal. See, you can see the metal contacts. Drop that in there. There's number one. See, it says it's on the charger because it lights up a little bit. I'll put this one in, and that one's lighting up. Then we close it, and turn this around. Plug that guy in. Appears to be USB-C. Is that USB-C? That will make my life oh so much easier. There we go. And then I'll plug this into my wall charger. I have wall USB. Make sure if you're using wall USB that it is a 5 volt charger. Most of them are though. Welcome back. For you it's been but a moment, but for me it's been like 2-3 weeks now, and I've been pretty much using these exclusively. Before I continue on, I want you to note that I am absolutely not an audio expert in any way, shape, or manner, and do not pretend to be. Any audio knowledge I have was attained back in the 80s, and it has not improved over time. My hearing is actually pretty good. Tested as top of the line, so I've got decent hearing. However, I think the nuance of it has gone kind of over the years. So you're talking to a middle-aged person about sound. Just note that if you're like 20, your hearing range is a little bit different from mine. But anyway, let's continue. I want to note that these were impressively clear throughout their range. The highs were very clear. The mid-range, which is usually muddled on this kind of thing, was really, really clear, impressively clear, and the low ranges were clear as well. However, note that the bass did not have the kick that you'd expect out of something like a Bose set, or especially Sony, who actively kind of boosts that bass to give it a little more boof feel to it. You don't have that. It isn't lacking in bass, I wouldn't call it, but you can tell it's not an enhanced bass. That said, I would call the sound very natural. It has a natural sound. I remember back in the day, Yamaha used to be a big fan of that natural sound, and it kind of reminds me of that. It isn't a Yamaha sound, mind you, but it is that kind of clear, natural thing, especially in spoken word. YouTube, if they were using a decent mic, was amazing. I could hear some stuff that I didn't know was in the background of some videos, and it just sounded like the person was speaking right to me. So in the speech range, it was really, really quite impressive. I think I mentioned earlier too that the range was pretty good as far as physical range, but it did distort a little bit if you got further away, so that's something to note. Volume was pretty good. I actually couldn't really stand it at its highest volume setting, and I'm going to guess it would really eat batteries at that point. I kept it about in the mid-range, and that was very comfortable for me. If you turn it down, there's something to note. So you tap and hold to turn it all the way down. The voice that tells you you have turned the volume all the way down is really, really loud. I mean, just, oh, insanely loud. So try to avoid turning it all the way down. You might deafen yourself with it. That's one of the very few complaints I had. But sound overall, very good, I thought. Alright folks, so here is a test of the microphone that is built into these earbuds. How do they sound? I have no idea. Anyway, not much to say about that, but I almost uploaded this video without doing this test. I feel kind of bad about that. Alright, couple notes and nitpicks. When you open these up, they power up. They power up and they're ready to sync. Apparently you can sync it with multiple sources. I couldn't get it to do that. But you can clear it and then sync it with another Bluetooth source. That's no problem. When you put it into the case and close it, it will disconnect from whatever it is connected to via Bluetooth, and it will start charging. Of course, you have to have it plugged in. One of the mild complaints I had is you have to make sure, that these are turned just right. Otherwise, you may not make contact here. Let's look at this real quick. You may not make contact in the charger, and you'll get this red light to indicate that you've actually done it properly. Boy, that was a crappy display. But you see that red light I've got? You'll see that red light once you make proper contact with it, and it will start charging. But you got to make sure that these little rubber pieces are turned right. Otherwise, you will have a problem doing that. And that's my only complaint with that. The other complaint that is pretty mild, and it's largely due to the fact that I have large pterodactyl hands, is I very often, this is the contact surface right here, I will very often activate the contact surface when I'm putting in my ear. So it'll cause some confusion because sometimes I will pause a song and then I'll have to wait a second, think about it, and then tap it again to start playing, which I just did there. Another mild complaint, again, it's not a big deal. You can fix it pretty easily, but every once in a while you'll get it so that one of the earbuds turns on and the other doesn't. It's not actually doing that right now. The other one's just charged up. But anyway, every once in a while it'll not turn on one of the earbuds, and all you got to do is just put it back in the case, close it, open it back up, and it resets and seems to work just fine. So those are the only, and that only happened to me like once or twice, and I am kind of sloppy with it, so if you're careful with it, you probably won't have that problem. Anything else to say? Not really. I'm pretty happy with the overall quality. Construction quality seems good. The case is pretty nice. It seems to be able to take a little bit of a beating. I wasn't particularly careful with it, and it's, you know, decent durable plastic as well as the headphones. They're also pretty comfortable. I did change to a little larger rubber piece for the ears because the other ones were a little bit too small and they kind of would come out of my ear. But once I did that, everything was fine. So all in all, I'm going to give it a thumbs up at about $40. I think the MP30s are a pretty decent deal. I would definitely pick them up as a gift for somebody. I actually much prefer the big muff, big, like old-fashioned over-the-ear type ones that do a little bit more sound isolation than these do, but I definitely have no complaints. Alright, I want to thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in a couple days. Bye!
End transmission.